This disclaimer was copied without permission.
Cheers, quaffers, guzzlers, swiggers, sippers, and all other good people out there. Hopswatch here. I need something dark tonight. The world is going to hell as we can only passively watch the genocide and ethnic cleansing going on in Gaza. Of course, support floods in from the world leaders to the besieged... to the aggressors, apparently. The occupants, the genocidal maniacs in the Israeli government, and protests worldwide are being hammered down by extremely violent police forces that probably ejaculate spontaneously at the thought of applying Israeli tactics and practices against leftists and immigrants. First of all, of course, against Palestinians. And on the personal front, things are kind of dodgy again. I mean, once again, the test has confirmed that there's absolutely nothing positive about me. Yeah, I know. It's good when a COVID test is negative. I know. But just having another negative thrown at you like that, I mean, just... yeah. Let's just get on to the beer, shall we? I took the darkest and strongest I could find in my fridge. The Speedway Stout from Alesmith Brewing Co, San Diego, California. So interestingly, carbonated to an extent. Nice odor. So, some head. Not a complete soda stout, as you sometimes see them. A soda stout, or as I usually call them, a cola stout, are stouts that resemble sodas rather than beer, with heads that go away really quickly and never really form. Stouts with bubbles rather than actual foam. This is foam. Which I have to hurry if I want to catch it on a picture for my blog. A hand-forged ales. Yeah, why not? So this is an imperial stout with coffee, and coffee works well with beer generally, with stouts in particular, because of course the bitter aromas that you get from roasted malts are similar to coffee, so why not help it along a bit? Other people say that it would be cheating to add coffee to a beverage like beer. I mean, German purists would say that. I used to be one of them, but I'm not anymore. I mean, if you can make something better, a beer better by adding something, I mean, as long as you don't do it to excess, for me it's fine. Let me see what it says. Chocolate and roasted malts dominate the flavor, supported by notes of dark fruit, toffee and caramel. A healthy dose of locally roasted coffee added to each batch further brings out the brew's chocolate notes and enhances its drinkability. This beer will continue to mature for many years to come. So I actually drink it relatively fresh, which I maybe shouldn't have done, but hey, what wouldn't I do for you guys? Let's have a taste of this little beauty. Yeah, that's nice. A very nice, heavy, wee coffee. Oh, you get... Wow. I was going to say this was kind of a light stout when I took the first sip, but now it's getting heavy. Now it's getting really heavy. Wow, what an aftertaste. This is good stuff. This is really good stuff. I mean, and the 12% alcohol doesn't make it any worse, I would add. This is a stout that even Aaron Ra could drink. I'll recommend this to him. Ooh, it's nice. Oh, I can still, I only took that first little sip, and I can still taste the coffee at the back of my tongue, where the palate meets the throat. Wonderful. Now they aren't lying. Ooh, it also has quite a heavy alcohol note. And that's what would ruin your average heavy Pilsner, because the alcohol just punches through and generally ruins every other taste. But in this one, it enhances the brew, and it does give it kind of a caramel taste to it, which reminds me of whiskey. Which again makes me think of other YouTubers that have inspired me, Sir Sick in particular. As far as I know, he's not that much of a beer guy. He only drinks whiskey, but I'd recommend this to him. See if he could find at least one beer that he likes. On the other hand, I know that he hates coffee, so there is that. You'll probably not like this one then. So definitely notes of caramel, a heavy note and dose of coffee, toffee as well, and licorice to some extent, which is expected. And that's where there's just a tad of disharmony in this one, because some of the licorice taste kind of manifests itself as a bit of a dusty, grainy flavour, which is, well, could be improved really. I would say give this one just a little more on the richness side, because it still has a lightness to it that it actually wouldn't need. They should have made it a bit more heavy, and I would not have that tinsy-winsy, graty experience of the licorice. However, it is not something that will knock the grade of this very fine beer down very much, but I'll give it 5. That's great. 5.5. It's not really ruining anything. It is there, and it's just a tad annoying when you discover it. But I can actually ignore it and just enjoy all the other good things with this beer. So no real problem. But if they really wanted to improve on this little masterpiece here, that's what they could work with. Give it a little more richness. Or maybe I should just have left it in my fridge or in my cupboard for half a year, or maybe even a year, and I wouldn't have that experience. I'd suspect so. So if you own this beer, yes, save it for some time. Crack it open to celebrate something. Because this is really not a beer that you're supposed to drink when you're depressed and you want to kind of delve in your sad feelings and the awful things that are happening. This video is turning way more light than I had actually planned, because now I feel really happy that I'm drinking a really good beer. But then again, I mean, if you can fight depression that way, I mean, don't overdo it. Always remember to drink responsibly, you know. I mean, if a good heavy beer is what makes you feel good and happy for a change, I mean, I really can't see the problem. There's a bit of that cough syrup that I was mentioning in my last video. I only, because I don't English very well, forgot that it's actually called cough syrup. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy this over the next many minutes, I think. Definitely a a beer for enjoyment. It can definitely stand on its own. I could imagine drinking it to some heavy ice cream, a sundae ice cream, something like that, or a heavy chocolate cake, Black Forest cherry cake. Yeah, it would fit that quite well, I think. So if you like the video, please like, subscribe, comment and share, and consider supporting me on Patreon. Also follow me on all social media. Links to those are in the description, and for what it's worth, I've also included a link to a UN page through which you can support Gaza's population. Wash your hands, wear a mask, practice social distancing, always remember to drink responsibly, and until next time. Cheers. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, lo, 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 lo. That's still a big, bit simple. Oh God.